How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we're taking a look at how I was able to get over 41,000 capital peak points from limit testing the new miners. Now, during this time, we were testing out the level 3 miners against bases that had 7,000 points remaining. These miners from the Goblin mines are absolutely insane. Now, we were testing out the level 2 and the level 3 ones last weekend with some graveyards and some freeze spells. But now that we have the maxed out level 5 freeze, you know, the only thing better than the 9 miners and the 5 battle rams are actually 10 miners. It's kind of crazy, but it's just how it is. The miners, they work well when they were all grouped up together, because they can instantly destroy a defense, burrow underground, go to the next defense, and they barely even have any time above ground where defenses can lock onto them. So the only reason to really separate out your miners is if you want to specifically have some of them destroy bomb towers or crushers. Those things are very, very devastating for miners, and pretty much the only thing that can really stop this spam attack. So we'll speed up here. That's where the skeleton park typically is very hard to two-shot with the miners, but on the first attack we were able to take out a few of the bomb towers. So as you saw, there weren't that many on the second hit, so we're cleaning up the base here. We got a very nice cleanup. We got the full 7,000 plus 450 because we had so many miners still alive. It's just crazy. So now we're testing it on the Golem Quarry. 7,000 points remaining. We still have 3 rock artilleries and 3 blast bows. But we have the freeze spells over the majority of the defenses. And we're starting a big group down here. Take out the blast bow down south. Start clearing out some of the trash. And then we have some of the miners going in to directly target the blast bow. And then another pack going over on the right hand side to take out the other blast bow. If you were to deploy all 10 miners all at once on the Golem Quarry, it might work out, it might not. It really depends. It kind of is RNG based at that point, depending on which pad they take. Sometimes with rock artilleries and blast bows particularly, they'll be above ground, get targeted as the blast or the rocket comes towards them. They'll bury underground, but sometimes if they go to the next defense that's right next to them, they might still be in range of that hit. So it's a little scary. So as you can see, we have sort of a mixed bag. Some miners very close to death, some have about 50% health, and others are almost full health. So that's just from those 3 different packs, and you know, just based on how many hits each of those miners were taking as they were going through the base. But as you can see here, like, these freeze spells are just crazy. They pretty much only allow single target defenses to get off 1 shot. It may or may not hit the miners before they go underground, and the splash target defenses have almost no time to launch onto the miners. So it's really, really crazy. Highly recommend you upgrade the miners. Pretty much 2-shot every single district, and there we got the 7,000 plus 600 points. So very, very crazy. Yeah, now we're doing a 7,000 point test against Balloon Lagoon. Pretty much perfect freeze spell spots, you know, that have all the defenses up top, all the ground and single target defenses on the right. Oh, we missed the 1 spear thrower, and then we also didn't clip the crusher and the bomb tower. So we literally have, and the spear thrower, so we literally have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 defenses on the entire base that are not under a freeze spell. That's crazy, because there are tons and tons of defenses. So, you know, again, the only thing we have to really worry about are crushers and bomb towers. Take down the crusher, no problem. Got 1 bomb tower. Luckily, it is targeting 1 miner on its own, so there's pretty much no way to avoid that blast. So that's the biggest thing to help defend against miners and the biggest thing to watch out. So definitely recommend that you upgrade the miners so that you can have maximum attacking power versus all of these districts in your raid weekends. Also, if you're not already maxed out, definitely recommend upgrading all of the things that have the splash targeting ground. So all the rock artilleries, blast bows, bomb towers, crushers, giant cannons, wizard towers, all the bombs and giant bombs. Gotta upgrade those because these miners are so strong. And these are only the level 3 miners, which is kind of crazy. So we still have one more level to go. And now we're taking a look at a 7,500 point workshop. So I was feeling pretty good against the first few hits. Figured, hey, you know what? Let's try get a little bit more powerful, and let's just send in pretty much all the miners all at once. Have them just start bouncing around. So we're able to just start mowing down these defenses. Again, we did get clipped by the blast bow. Weren't able to go underground fast enough. There's like a little bit of like a lag time where the miners destroy the defense, kind of wait, and then burrow, and then go to the next defense. So we got kind of lucky with a split here, which was nice. So we have a couple miners going up top to take out this blast bow. Really nice. And then the rest of our group that we can watch is going through the base over here. So we'll start speeding through the video, because it's just going to be more miners just running around, digging, destroying buildings. Might as well just speed it up. But hopefully, showing you this way, it allows you to really understand the power of the miners, because they're absolutely insane. Like, barely anything can even hit the miners. Like you'll be able to destroy the whole base, and sometimes if it's a weak enough base, you'll have all 10 of your miners still alive. So you get a bonus 750 points, which is absolutely crazy. But really just comes down to those freeze locations. If you get nice freeze spells, then you should be good. Now, with that being said, we're now doing a 7,090 Wizard Valley. So we pretty much barely destroyed anything, because I think this Wizard Valley only had like 8,000 or 8,500 points remaining. Now, this is the tricky part and why the points are not up to 42 or maybe even 43 or 44,000, because these cannon carts absolutely destroy miners. We've got one miner versus a cannon cart over here, and we can see that 1v1 with a couple spear throwers hitting it, the cannon cart pretty much wins the battle. So it killed off one miner on its own, then the other cannon cart in the middle of the base took out another miner at half health. So we're already down a couple of miners. So definitely a base I would avoid, and I'm definitely not going to try and clean up in the past, because now and in the future, because as we can see here, the Wizard Valley, like, it's very easy to two-shot, but if you're trying to like fully clear out the base and try to get the maximum amount of points possible, just too many defenses, too many healthy buildings, and all of your troops just end up dying. So we'll speed through the rest of the attacks. We can see it is not going good. Still have that giant cannon on the back, still have the Inferno Tower, so rough stuff, very rough stuff. So definitely don't try to clear the Wizard Valleys unless you are able to somehow sneak around, take out some of the giant cannons, maybe take out some of the raid carts. That would be very, very good. So now we're going in with cleanup attack. We got 7,000 points remaining on a Dragon's Cliffs. Typically, before the miners, this would have been impossible, but the miners are so strong, and if you watched the previous video yesterday, we saw that these miners, they can literally one-shot a Dragon's Cliffs, which is kind of insane, because they don't even kill the super dragons. It's just that the super dragons are so slow at attacking that they can't actually get a breath off before the miners go back underground and go to the next building. It's crazy. And since you only have miners, if they're all grouped up together, and if they're all going to each defense, one after the other, the dragons will literally just stop moving when everything is underground. So then you're able to create distance like we're seeing here, So the only kind of threat that the Dragon Cliffs poses is when you are directly underneath a dragon post and also next to a high hit point building, maybe like a blast bell or an inferno tower. So that's where if you just drop a freeze on top of that, and then with all these trash buildings, your miners can just zip through very, very quickly. Typically, if the buildings have low enough hit points, the super dragons won't even get a breath off. So there, got one, partial breath, none, none, none. Go to this one, no breath, no breath, no breath. Now they're on to the next set of trash buildings. It's just crazy, and we still have a bunch of miners left. Now we do have a few of them start dying off, so now we do actually take the full hits from the breaths, but we did have one miner remaining cleaning up the base. And we got 7,000 points cleaning up at Dragon Cliffs without even killing a super dragon. So miners, super overpowered, probably even more overpowered than the graveyard spell. I don't know how these things get through the beta testings, but I don't know. Use them while you can. They'll probably get nerfed, so definitely it is pretty fun watching them just cruise around. It's definitely funny to watch bases just get melted by the miners when typically they would take multiple hits. So just have fun and let me know what you think. So if you like the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps me out a bunch. There's a couple more videos on the screen if you want to keep on watching. Until next time, take care.